Canadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
From GBN, this is Network News for Tuesday, June 25, 2024. In the headlines, Parliament moves to strengthen gun laws amid heated debate. 2 opposition MPs abstained from voting on Criminal Procedure Code Amendment Bill. Former Parliamentary Secretary Sheldon Scott demands breakdown of $156,000 reimbursement over cell phone gate. Passport validity to increase to 10 years at a new cost of $350. Also in the news, regionally, Trinidad and Tobago improves in U.S. trafficking report. Internationally, ICC issues arrest warrants for Russian officials over possible war crimes in Ukraine. Plus, in the sports news, Afghanistan sealed dramatic semi-final berth amid heart-stopping run chase, while Paradise FC International sit undefeated and top of points table in the Premier League. Hello everyone, I'm Kenroy Baptiste. This is the news.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments. Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. In a significant effort to combat gun violence, members of the House of Representatives have approved amendments to the Criminal Procedure Code and the Firearms Act. In this Nisha Paul report, we heard that the amendment sparked much debate.
The Firearms Amendments Bill, aimed at increasing penalties for firearm-related offenses, coincides with changes to the Criminal Procedure Code, which now prohibits magistrates from granting bail to individuals charged under the Act. Leader of Government Business, Philip Telesford, emphasized that the bill, which includes mandatory sentences ranging from 5 to 40 years and fines up to $100,000, is designed to enhance public safety. However, these stringent measures have faced substantial opposition from the legal community, raising concerns about their constitutionality. MP for the town of St. George, Attorney Peter David, speaking on behalf of the Grenada Bar Association, highlighted a similar approach in Trinidad and Tobago that failed to yield the desired results and called for more comprehensive consultation with those directly involved in addressing gun crimes.
I'm saying that in Trinidad they went on the same path. More weapons, harsher sentences, and the crime has continued to increase in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm saying this to say, my brothers and sisters, there are root causes of crime, and all of us must come together to solve these root causes. The Bar Association has invited you to discuss these root causes. The Bar Association has said we have a committee that includes the priests, that includes the private sector, that includes the labor movement, that includes people who act as magistrates. Let us sit together with all of these people to discuss what are the fundamental underlying roots of crime. not just passing legislation to hang people for crime.
Conversely, MP for St. John, Karine James, supported the bill, citing successful regional examples where tighter bail conditions have led to a decline in gun-related crimes.
This measure is crucial for preventing reoffending and ensuring that integrity of our judicial process, much like the successful models observed in Barbados and the Bahamas, where strict bail conditions have contributed to more controlled handling of gun-related cases. And, Mr. Speaker, if I am to play devil's advocate based on the sentiments that was expressed by my colleague member 3 on the opposite side, the word on the street is, Mr. Speaker, that had bail not been granted for some of our victims of gun-related crimes in the past weeks, most of them might have been alive today.
Prime Minister and Minister for National Security, Deacon Mitchell, defended the government's position, noting that recommendations to strengthen firearms laws have been under consideration since 2013.
So there's something called Caribbean Firearms Roadmap from since 2013, of which the then administration was part of which a focal point had been appointed to address this very issue of the state of Grenada's legislation in relation to firearms. Report prepared under their administration, and I don't want to misquote them, so Mr. Speaker, so bear with me, let me find the report. The report clearly required the strengthening of Grenada's firearms legislation across the board. So this amendment, Mr. Speaker, on sentencing is just a start.
The Firearms Amendment Bill will be debated in the Upper House Wednesday, with the amendment set to take effect on August 1st, following the conclusion of the current firearms amnesty on July 31st. Reporting for GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Meanwhile, 2 opposition MPs abstained from voting on the Criminal Procedure Code Amendment Bill, which restricts magistrates' power to grant bail under the Firearms Act. This means that offenders will now have to go to the High Court to get bail for illegal firearm offences. All government members voted in favour, but Peter David, MP for the Tongue of St. George, and Dr. Clarice Modeste-Cohen, MP for St. Mark, abstained. Emmeline Pear opposed the bill, saying it undermines the rights of citizens.
What this bill seeks to do, which is draconian in my opinion, it seeks to take away the rights of ordinary citizens. So any measure that is going to help the situation, that respects the fundamental right of people, I'm for it. I'm going to support. Mr. Speaker, I listened to one comment that was made. Paraphrasing, it says when people commit a crime, they will not be allowed to walk on the streets. They would not be granted bail. Mr. Speaker, when somebody is accused of a crime, it is absolutely different to saying that person committed a crime. Why? A person is innocent until they are proven guilty.
Opposition leader Dr. Keith Mitchell, who attended the session, was absent during the vote. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell said the bill is another measure to combat proliferation of illegal firearms, referencing the Magistrates Act to support removing bail jurisdiction for firearm offences.
I want to contextualize this by first indicating that the Magistrates' Court, or what sometimes people call the inferior courts, is a creature of statute. What that means is that the Magistrates' Court are in fact created by legislation from the Houses of Parliament. And therefore Parliament has the power to increase or decrease the authority, functions and the role and the jurisdiction of magistrates.
Question time. Can a citizen arrest another individual for what may be deemed a violation of the law? The Grenada Broadcasting Network sought a response to this question from the Royal Grenada Police Force.
It is a question often asked by members of the public. Can someone execute a citizen's arrest? According to law enforcement, a citizen's arrest is an arrest made by a private citizen, a person who is not acting as a sworn law enforcement official. In common law jurisdictions, the practice dates back to medieval England and the English common law, in which sheriffs encourage ordinary citizens to help apprehend lawbreakers. A video making its round on social media sparked questions, although the circumstances surrounding what influenced the actions of individuals who are not attached to law enforcement are not clear. The video appears to show a white vehicle speeding along the Wall Street area in Grand Anse in a reckless manner. A male figure who appeared to be the driver of the said vehicle exited through the window and attempted to flee the scene. He was subdued by citizens. The law provides for a citizen's arrest to be performed when there is a violation of the law through a criminal offense, such as stealing, housebreaking, robbery, rape, among others. Concerned citizens and or the owner of properties have the right to subdue a person and can either call the police or take them into custody once it's safe to do so. In that case, they are advised to use reasonable force to get the person under control. People are advised to be cautious in the way they go about apprehending an individual who may be dangerous after committing an act. Assistant Superintendent of Police Simon Douglas, attached to the Community Relations Department, provided further insight.
The police is always appreciative of any assistance rendered by members of the public in preventing and solving crime and also bringing offenders to justice. However, it is absolutely important that we all understand how far we are legally allowed to go in this regard. Section 8 of the Criminal Procedure Code, Chapter 72B of the Laws of Grenada, provides essentially that a civilian may arrest someone for a summary offense if that person commits an offense against the person and a police officer calls for his assistance to arrest that person, or an offense against property if he is the owner of that property or the servant, etc., of the owner. Section 9 of the said Act provides that any person, police or civilian, may arrest anyone who has actually committed an indictable offense. Specifically in relation to property, any person may arrest someone whom he finds in possession of property which he suspects upon reasonable grounds to have been obtained by means of an indictable offense, or in relation to which an indictable offense has been or is about to be committed. A civilian has no power of arrest in relation to a traffic offense. An arrest and a detention are basically the same legally. Any degree of restraint of a person from his or her liberty can amount to an arrest. We therefore advise the public to be very clear on the circumstances of a situation, the authority to arrest, and also to ascertain that it is safe to do so before attempting to carry out a citizen's arrest. In cases where you are not sure of these circumstances, we advise you to gather as much information as possible and contact the police as soon as you can.
Christina John, GBN News.
Now, Opposition Leader Dr. Keith Mitchell has highlighted potential violations of the Grenada Development Bank Act, calling for immediate resignations and repayments. This as the New National Party speaks up on Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell's recent remarks on MPs and cabinet members receiving loans from the Grenada Development Bank. More in this Rena Ped Thomas report.
The New National Party has expressed concern with public statements made by Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell on Sunday in an online interview. The Prime Minister, who was questioned about the allegations of sitting MPs and members of cabinet receiving loans from the Grenada Development Bank, stated that if a politician or government official meets the established criteria of the GDB, they are entitled to access the bank's financial services just like any other eligible citizen. According to opposition leader Dr. Keith Mitchell, this statement is worrying as such actions are in violation of the Grenada Development Bank Act, specifically Section 5, concerning the prohibition relating to subloans, which clearly states, and I quote, "The bank shall not make subloans out of the proceeds of the loan to a director of the bank, to a member of the legislature of the state of Grenada, or to any company controlled by any such director or member of the legislature, or to the close relative of any such director or member of the legislature." Dr. Mitchell said the violations are unacceptable.
Is this giving of millions of dollars to members of the government? The bank's whole objective was never to take money and a whole policy and give it to ministers of government. To me, it's a crime against the people of the country. And I find it strange not enough people speaking about that. And you're giving away millions of dollars, not $100, $1,000, millions of dollars to members of your own government, hundreds of thousands of dollars to others, $1.7 million to one man from the bank. You know, this is the kind of crime that the bill is committed in the people's name.
The opposition leader stated that the statute is extended to prevent conflict of interest and ensure fairness and transparency in the management of the public resources. He further explained that the funding at the Grenada Development Bank was originally designed for local farmers, fishermen, and small business owners to grow their business and not politicians.
The bank is supposed to operate based on its policies. And those who qualify would go to the bank and satisfy those objectives and get the resources. And in fact, there was not any decision, any criteria in there that says ministers of government must get loans. So I don't know how this group came in. And one of the first things they did was to take millions of dollars and give themselves.
Given these concerning revelations, the New National Party is calling for the immediate resignation of the GDB board to restore trust and integrity in the financial institution. Additionally, the NMP is of the view that any minister or NP who has benefited from these loans while holding office should resign and immediately repay the bank the monies received. GBN sought a comment from the board of directors from the GDB but was unable to receive a response by Newstime. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
The story to report. Former Parliamentary Secretary Sheldon Scott has formally requested a breakdown of the over $156,000 that the government of Grenada is seeking to recover from him as reimbursement for the unauthorized use of a government-issued cell phone after he left office. A pre-action letter was sent to Scott, giving him a 90-day deadline to reimburse the Treasury of Grenada. Attorney General Claudette Joseph provided an update on the matter during a town hall meeting in St. George on Monday.
Mr. Scott, by way of update, has responded asking for details, a detailed breakdown of all the monies that we claimed. Hold on. I don't have a problem with that. He will get the detailed breakdown bright and early tomorrow morning. But whatever happens, however there are attempts to delay the process, he has to pay back the people's money with interest. And as my sister Tessa would say, and is that.
All right, so Scott was issued a government cell phone during his tenure as Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Ecclesiastic Affairs. Although he left office in 2016, he continued to use the cell phone until 2019, with the government paying for the service during that period. According to Attorney General Joseph, the charges unlawfully incurred by Scott and paid for by the government between July 3, 2016 and July 2, 2019 amount to $115,393.32, when combined with interest totaling $41,544.30. The overall sum reaches $156,937.62. Sheldon Scott's request for a breakdown of the charges suggests he may want to contest the reimbursement demand or understand the specific expenses attributed to him. The government's demand for repayment comes amidst efforts to ensure accountability and proper use of public resources. This is Network News, still to come from us. Passports to cost $350 and be valid for 10 years. Stay with us.
Take charge of your financial journey by switching to an Own Your Own loan at Ariza Credit Union. Ariza's Own Your Own loan is as unique as you are because we know one size fits all does not fit you. With Own Your Own loan, you get unmatched benefits including lower interest rates, flexible repayment options, discounted loan and legal fees, and savings from hardware suppliers. Tailor-made options that put you in control. Switch now and step into the life you were always meant to live with Ariza's Own Your Own loan. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future. Call us today at 440-1759 or visit our website at arizacu.com.
A natural disaster can change your life in minutes. Preparation is the best protection for your family and business. Prepare now. Create a disaster plan and make sure everyone knows what to do. Store water, non-perishable food, and medication. Remember basic emergency supplies such as batteries and flashlights. Trim overhanging trees. If trees near power lines are unsafe to trim, call Grenlec at 237 for assistance or advice. Install surge protectors to safeguard your electrical devices against outages and intermittent surges. Make sure your generator has an isolation switch. It will prevent power from feeding to our lines and electrocuting others. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Yard. Use a broom instead of a hose. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
Just watching our match. We live in it. 44 million fans, 11 players, one flow. Bleeding we colors. celebrating we greatness. Wherever it's played, Flow is proud to be a part of it. This is We Game.
Mark your calendars for a day of non-stop fun and laughter. The St. George's Lions Club, Spice Mass, and Grenlec present All Mass 2024. It's all happening at the Grenada Youth Center on Sunday, July 21st, starting at 3 p.m. Tickets are just $35 for adults and $15 for children 12 and under. Grab yours from any Lions and Leo members, Grenadian Optical, and Clear Vision. All Mass promises humorous antics and infectious laughter for the whole family. Be there. This advertisement sponsored by Demerara Mutual Life. Am with them.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for one whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sips, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlec, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Caribberies, Guap Bag, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for Grenada to laugh again. Heritage Theatre presents Spice Laugh Comedy Bash 2024, Saturday, June 22nd and Sunday, 23rd June at the Trade Center in Grandance, and on Sunday, 30th June at the Deluxe Cinema in Grenville. Showtime, 7 p.m. every time, featuring some of Grenada's best ambassadors of comedy. Robert White.
I will line up behind the yellow for 9 elections straight. I change for 9 times to lose the last election. Why? Because I'm always on the losing side.
Dillion Walters.
It's the McQueen I couldn't take. I don't tell them all he didn't know.
Kareem Alexis and other outstanding comedic performances, all coming to knock you off your seats with laughter. Get your tickets now. Bring out the entire family. Tickets are $60. It's time for Spice Laugh Comedy Bash 2024.
The place go flood with laughter.
With just $2, you can gift yourself with a chance to win the Lotto jackpot. Now, imagine winning the National Lotteries Authority jackpot of $46,000. Why pass upon this winning opportunity? Lotto, play and win a lot of money.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. Starting July 1, 2024, Grenadian passports will be valid for twice as long and cost $100 more following the government's approval of the Passport Amendment Bill 2024 in Parliament this morning. The new legislation extends the validity period of passports from 5 to 10 years for citizens 18 years and over. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell stated in Parliament that the amendment was necessary to adapt to the evolving needs of citizens and enhance passport services.
Mr. Speaker, from the time we assumed office, at our village meetings, at our town halls, queries at the passport office, citizens have complained, understandably so, about the fact that our passport had a shorter lifespan than the average passports throughout most of the OECS, CARICOM countries, and in fact the international community. And so we are a government of, for, and by the people, and we respond to the needs of our citizens. The visa process is expensive. It requires them to oftentimes travel to neighboring islands. Their biometrics have to be taken. Hotels have to be paid for. Plane tickets have to be paid for. In the case of Canada, for example, Mr. Speaker, they do not issue you with a visa beyond the lifespan of your passport.
The Prime Minister clarified that passports for individuals 18 years will retain the 5-year validity. Additionally, passport fees will increase as part of the amendment.
Mr. Speaker, we will keep the 5-year duration for persons who are not yet of adult age. Partly because you recognize if you get a passport when you have a baby who's 6 months, by the time the child is 5 years old, their features will have changed dramatically. And similarly, between 5 and 10, 10 and 15, you'll have pretty dramatic changes. Mr. Speaker, naturally, because we are moving from a 5-year duration to a 10-year duration, there is an increase in the fee. But the fee increase is really minimal. We are moving from $250 to $350. So a passport for 5 years, which costs $250, will now go to $350. So again, you can see that there's some cost savings there for passport holders. We are not doubling the fee, notwithstanding that the duration of the passport is being doubled.
All right, so the Prime Minister clarifying there that passports for individuals under 18 will retain the 5-year validity. This story to tell you about the results of the 2024 Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment are being released to some schools in Grenada, but the Ministry of Education has not provided an official release to the media. GBN's attempts to obtain feedback from school principals proved futile. We were told they are still in the process of piecing together results. The more than 1,700 students across 72 schools in Grenada who wrote the examinations will move on to secondary school as a result of the implementation of universal education, which began last September. Universal access to education ensures that all students have an equal opportunity to pursue learning. St. Vincent and the Grenadines and the Commonwealth of Dominica have already publicized their results. Farmers now have access to a selection of subsidized fertilizers. Chief Agronomist Alison Haynes said availability could not come at a more opportune time as the 2024 plant distribution season is set to begin on Wednesday at the Mirabel Propagation Station. More on this Christina John report.
The sale of fertilizer at the Market International Importing Board Park House in River Road, St. George, began on Monday and will continue while supplies last. There are, however, certain terms and conditions that are applicable. Agronomist Alison Haynes explained the link between this sale of fertilizer and food security.
So the fertilizers, they come highly subsidized. The fertilizers available here today is part of a program that the ministry will be implementing for farmers. And And the program is aimed at enhancing food security by increasing production and reducing prices.
Fertilizers will be available to farmers at a low cost of EC $1 per kg or EC $25 for a 25 kg bag and $50 for a 50 kg bag. Farmers can only purchase a maximum of 500 kg of fertilizer. Farmers requesting more than 500 kg of fertilizer must have a needs assessment conducted by the Extension Division and provide a signed letter of clearance from the Chief Extension Officer. Only registered and actively engaged farmers will be able to purchase fertilizers. Additional fertilizer types, including calcium nitrate, magnesium nitrate, and white lime, will be available for sale during the month of July. The sale of phosphate-based fertilizers continues every Tuesday and Wednesday at Maribor Agricultural Station from 8:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. Farmers can choose from 5 different types of fertilizers. Haynes explained.
Fertilizers available for sale are 12-8-24, 16-4-24, urea, muriate of potash. We also have 12-12-17 plus 2 mg. So these are just a list of some of the types that we have available today. But we would have additional blends available at a later date. We have 25 kg bags and 50 kg bag.
Haynes is grateful that farmers are able to purchase at the start of the rainy season.
I think it's an ideal time for farmers to take advantage of the fertilizer. It's the beginning of the season. Some farmers would have planted already and would be in need of fertilizer to apply to the crop. And I know it being the beginning of the season, many farmers would have plans to continue to establish different crops. So I think having the fertilizers now available for sale at this point in time, at the beginning of plant distribution, is ideal.
Haynes urged farmers to exercise the necessary precaution as fertilizers, though useful in the growth and development of their crops, can also be damaging if not applied correctly.
Fertilizers can be very beneficial to farmers. They will provide your plants with the essential nutrients that's required for growth and development. However, if used or applied incorrectly, they could be equally as detrimental. So it's important to apply the right quantity of fertilizer and the right types of fertilizer. I would advise farmers to take note that fertilizers are for plants and not for the soil.
Plant sale will continue this Thursday, June 27th at Maribor, Ashenden, and Moran propagation stations. Christelina John, GBN News.
It's time for this evening's GBN ISAW. Stay with us.
A citizen journalist is showing off her large pumpkin harvested in her home garden in tonight's GBN ISAW. Pumpkins are generally round and yellowish to orange in color, although the size, shape, and color can vary depending on the variety. They have a thick outer rind that's smooth and ribbed, as well as a stem that connects the pumpkin to its leafy plant. The seeds of all pumpkin species are edible and are commonly roasted. We thank our citizen journalist for that submission. Our ISAW line is open for your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Still to come, Karaku's limbless solar plant completely operational. We'll talk about that.
The the laundry, always do a full load. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the climate resilient water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
Miss Faithlin's family drama continues with I Do by Urias Peters at Labucan Creative Center, Saturdays at 8 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m., June 8th to 30th.
The season with the biggest blowout sale from Sisson's Paints. Get 30% on Sisson's Text Coat, Berger Weatherproof, and Easy Clean paints, all sizes. Your Weather Warrior, paint to protect. Ensure your home is season ready and beautiful. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Head to the Color Shop or any Sisson's hardware partner nationwide and save 30% now. Shop now and get a free plastic float with every Sisson's Text Coat purchase and a free Paint Sensations paint with every 1 gallon purchase of Berger Weatherproof or Sisson's Easy Clean. Sale ends soon.
Get ready, Grenada, for the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert. Hubbard's Legends in Concert, as we raise our hands and give thanks. On Saturday, October 26, 2024, Thanksgiving weekend, Grenada Trade Center, 7:30 p.m. Hubbard's Legends in Concert. Stay tuned to GBN for more.
It's the event you won't want to miss. GIDC Business Deals Day on Saturday, July 13th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Frequente Industrial Park playing field. Explore the latest products and service offerings from businesses within the industrial parks. Enjoy discounts on GIDC business support services and get fantastic deals on household items, building materials, accessories, condiments, and more with exciting prizes up for grabs throughout the day. But that's not all. Dive into a mini health fair and career expo for valuable health education and employment opportunities. It will be a fun-filled day with eats, drinks, games, deals, and more. Mark your calendars and join the GIDC at Frequente Industrial Park playing field on Saturday, July 13th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. See you there.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, fully 1 week. Nah, telling you. You remember Dragon? You see that? About them, I remember make a hard man. Me, I talk to you, but you like it too. Yeah. You need the number one run, man. That easy. No, what? Nice. Yeah. Number one. Yeah, me too.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Class Coat, the number one rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy?
Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Use a pan to wash and rinse your dishes. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
Over the years and presently, customers have been winning exciting prizes while ensuring that benefits are realized for all Grenadians by supporting the games of the National Lotteries Authority.
I am Patrick Simmons, former Minister for Sports and National Athlete. The NLA has made significant investment in nation-building activities. Among them are the construction of health, sporting, cultural, educational, and community facilities. Additionally, they continue to provide funding to non-governmental organizations and individuals throughout the Tri-Island state. I support the NLA's mandate because I can see where the money goes.
Playing the games of the NLA guarantees support for sports, culture, and nation building throughout the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
This is Network News. With an investment of over $3 million, the sister isle of Carriacou, through its solar PV plant, is expected to save over $30,000 in fuel cost annually. My colleague Rena Ped Thomas tells us more.
The sister isle of Carriacou is on its way to becoming the first climate-smart island in the Caribbean. Minister for Climate Resilience, Karine James, announced that the recently installed PV solar system is now fully operational on the island. This project, which is the first of its kind, is aimed towards moving Grenada away from fossil fuel dependence into renewable energy, providing a more sustainable and cheaper power supply for all citizens. Launched in Lima, Carriacou, the hybrid battery storage project was approved under the UAE Caribbean Renewable Energy Fund through the government of the United Arab Emirates at the cost of $3.2 million.
Ladies and gentlemen, the key elements of the project as part of the scope of the project are, and as follows. So a solar PV plant with a total capacity of 856 kilowatts. A battery energy storage subsystem, or BESS, we say BESS, with a total storage capacity of 768 kilowatts and a 400 kilovoltage peak power capacity. We speak, ladies and gentlemen, the plant is fully operational at the moment. Hot commissioning started today with the system operating at full capacity.
Minister James explained to residents of Carriacou during a recent town hall meeting that the solar system is expected to save the government over $30,000.
The system, ladies and gentlemen, is projected to save over 83,500 gallons of diesel per year. This amongst the savings of approximately $38,000 per month, or $103,244 annually. This would offset 15 to 20% of the electricity that is generated by diesel on the island of Carriacou. Commissioning will continue for the next 30 consecutive days. Please note that if there are any issues and commissioning must be suspended, the 30-day commissioning cycle must be restarted.
The start of the project was a significant promise made by Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell.
As you have been aware, the Prime Minister has on many occasions said that the sister island, Carriacou and Petite Martinique, will become the first climate smart renewable energy 100% powered by renewable energy islands in the Caribbean before 2035. And so my ministry, ladies and gentlemen, has that mandate to ensure that Prime Minister's wishes for the country and for the sister islands is achieved in record timing.
Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Sports news coming up next.
If you don't add multi-X to your Playway bets, then you're definitely missing out on bigger winnings. The NLA has added 7X to the multi-X draws. Imagine playing your favorite Playway number or symbol for $10 with multi-X added. Then, wow! 7X is drawn. You win bigger. Not just $240, but $240 multiplied by 7. Whoa! That's $1,680. 7X added for a limited time only. Add multi-X to your Playway bets every day, 3 times per day, Monday to Saturday, for chances to win bigger. Not only free plays or winnings multiplied by 3 or 5, but winnings multiplied by 7 too. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, make your dreams come true.
It's the event you won't want to miss. GIDC Business Deals Day on Saturday, July 13th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Frequente Industrial Park playing field. Explore the latest products and service offerings from businesses within the industrial parks. Enjoy discounts on GIDC business support services and get fantastic deals on household items, building materials, accessories, condiments, and more, with exciting prizes up for grabs throughout the day. But that's not all. Dive into a mini health fair and career expo for valuable health education and employment opportunities. It will be a fun-filled day with eats, drinks, games, deals, and more. Mark your calendars and join the GIDC at Frequente Industrial Park playing field on Saturday, July 13th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. See you there.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sun Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anse, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Avoid leaks at home. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
In recognition of our nation's independence, we're celebrating the journey to 50 with an exclusive car insurance offer. If you are 50 years and over or turning 50 in 2024, our 50-plus car insurance is perfect for you. It's loaded with free benefits like loss of use, special perils, and windscreen cover up to $2,500. Getting to 50 is filled with ups and downs. Let's celebrate these moments together and look forward to 50 more. Call Beacon Insurance at 440-4447 or log on to beacongrenada.com to get a free quote today. Special conditions apply.
Sporting fans, good evening. Defending Premier League champions Paradise FC International made a winning start to their title defense. The Grenville outfit sits undefeated and top of the points table after 5 rounds of matches. The team is on 15 points. Rangers are 3 points adrift on 12 points with a 4-1 win-lose ratio. Third place is occupied by Hurricanes SC on 11 points. Last season, title winners Paradise FC International finished on 41 points after their entertaining 3-all draw with Monk Ridge at Plains. They ended 4 points clear of second-placed QPR. Now for a look at Division 1. 4 matches are on the cards this evening. Chantemel will journey down to play St. David's FC at La Sagesse, while Happy Hill FC will clash with North Stars at Beausejour. The other matches will see Sunjet United play RGPF FC at Cuthbert Peters Park, while SAFL and Eagles Super Strikers will lock horns. All matches are set for a 6 p.m. kickoff, so they should be in session right now. Desmond Noel and Denroll Jules are back in Grenada, this after attending the 8th International Goalkeeper Coaches Conference from June 21 to 23. The International Goalkeeper Coaches Conference provided goalkeeper coaching education from professional coaches from around the world. The session sought to impart a broad range of knowledge, including the latest methods for improving footwork, shot stopping, distribution, and cross-talk with defenders, skills that separate the good from the great at the keeper position. Afghanistan qualified for the semi-finals of a World Cup for the first time by beating Bangladesh by 8 runs in a tense, low-scoring classic in St. Vincent. The victory sees them progress as runners-up from Super 8's Group 1, while knocking Bangladesh and heavyweights Australia out of the tournament. They will now play South Africa in Trinidad on Thursday and are 1 match away from facing either defending T20 champions England or India in Saturday's final. Needing a win to advance to the knockout stage, Afghanistan underperformed with the bat, scoring 115 for 5. A roller coaster rain-interrupted run chase ensued. Ultimately, it was Afghanistan who emerged triumphant, with captain Rashid Khan and Naveen ul-Haq taking 4 wickets apiece to secure a famous victory. Sports news for now. For the first time in 4 years, Trinidad and Tobago has been upgraded to Tier 2 status from Tier 2 watch list in the United States Department of State's 2024 Trafficking in Persons report. The report, published on Monday, says while the government does not completely meet the minimum standards for eliminating trafficking, it is making significant efforts to do so. The rest of the details in this CNC3 report.
With increasing efforts from government to crack down on human trafficking, the 2024 U.S. State Department's Trafficking in Persons report sees Trinidad and Tobago being upgraded to the second highest tier, Tier 2. TNT secured its first human trafficking conviction in November 2023. Anthony Smith, convicted of 5 counts of trafficking of a child, and was sentenced to 15 years imprisonment on each count. Now, the report notes that there was a 71% increase in the number of sex trafficking cases investigated and a 38% increase in initiated prosecutions of sex traffickers under the TIP Act. There was also a 93% increase in government spending on victim assistance. However, several concerns were also flagged by the report. Among the concerns mentioned were corruption and official complicity in tackling crimes by members of the National Security Services, including at more senior levels. The report deemed attempts to address those concerns as inadequate. The U.S. State Department's report found that transnational organized crime with links to large Latin American gangs may be becoming increasingly involved.
The International Criminal Court has issued arrest warrants for a former Russian defense minister and his colleague. They are accused of war crimes and crimes against humanity. The court says they directed attacks on civilian populations. Al Jazeera has more.
International Criminal Court has issued arrest warrants for former Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu, as well as the Russian General Valery Gerasimov. Shoigu and the current Chief of Staff of Russia's military accused of war crimes and crimes against humanity. The court says they directed multiple attacks targeting civilian populations. Let's go to our correspondent Steph Vasson, who's in Amsterdam for us. Steph, so did we know that this was about to happen?
No, we didn't actually. This announcement comes now exactly around the time when we were expecting an announcement on the arrest warrants in another conflict in Gaza against Prime Minister Netanyahu and also 3 leaders of Hamas. But now this is coming first. There was no announcement earlier that these arrest warrants were requested, but now the pre-trials chamber has released these arrest warrants. We have to remember that a year ago, there's also been an arrest warrant against President Vladimir Putin, also for war crimes, and now these 2 generals and the former defense minister has now also been issued an arrest warrant again.
A reminder of the headlines right after this. Stay tuned for continued programming on the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Now, though, a reminder of the headlines. Parliament moves to strengthen gun laws amid heated debate in the House of Representatives. 2 opposition MPs abstained from voting on Criminal Procedure Code Amendment Bill. Former Parliamentary Secretary Sheldon Scott demands breakdown of $156,000 reimbursement over cell phone gate. Passport validity to increase to 10 years at a new cost of $350. Also in the news, regionally, Trinidad and Tobago improves in U.S. trafficking report. Internationally, the International Criminal Court issues arrest warrants for Russian officials over possible war crimes in Ukraine. Plus, in the sports news, Afghanistan sealed dramatic semi-final berth amid heart-stopping run chase, while Paradise FC International sit undefeated and top of points table in the Premier League. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. That's all from us in the newsroom. Thank you for choosing GBN. Have a good night.